It's coffee break. Wow, a lot of announcements this week. A lot of weird feelings.
It's that time, like the summertime is all the announcements and stuff, and then
Yep.
we'll have a boring dry spell.
True, but we also have next month and all the cool movies coming out.
Yes.
And there are some really cool things happening. First up, Eddington.
Yes.
If you haven't heard about this movie, it kind of piqued my interest just the stars alone.
Mm-hmm. It just dropped, like the trailer just dropped today.
Yes, it's an A24 film about the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like in New Mexico. Eddington is the place it takes place at.
Like one of the things was like a modern day, a real modern day Western.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, ooh.
And it's about a fight that breaks out between the mayor and the sheriff.
Yeah.
And the sheriff is played by Joaquin Phoenix, obviously. And the mayor is Pedro Pascal.
I'm so excited because I like both of their acting so much.
Yeah, they're good actors.
And even based off of this trailer alone, I can tell they're going to be popping off.
Oh, it escalated. Guns were brought in. There were explosions. You're like, what the hell happened?
Also, what's her name? Emma Stone?
Yep.
She's in it. She loves doing weird A24 stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. Will I go to the theaters to watch this? No, but when it comes out, it's one of those art pieces that I feel like we kind of have to sit down and
Like
devour.
dissect.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Now, we saw the trailer for Animal Farm.
What do you think?
They look ugly.
They do, but I'm fine with it. At least it has a style. Like, it looks unique.
Yeah.
Also, pigs are ugly. I'm glad that they got one thing. They got their sharp teeth accurate.
Yeah, I noticed
That's
every
something
time.
they never do that in cartoons. They always forget that pigs have these horrible like potato chompy teeth.
What are they? They're not tusks. No, they're tusks.
They're tusk adjacent. Like when you see a javelina, and javelina has tusks,
What's a javelina?
or like a warthog, and warthog has tusks. It's similar.
A javelina is just a wild desert pig.
It is,
In case you were wondering.
and they're scary.
Yeah, they're very aggressive, especially if the babies are around.
Yeah.
I remember one night, one night I walked by one, and I didn't even realize it, and then I started hearing the piglets.
They will make themselves known.
Yes, and it was so dark, but I was just like, oh, I need to get out of here.
Yeah.
She'll hurt me. People hit them all the time with their cars, and the cars end up taking a lot of damage.
Yeah. But no, Animal Farm.
Yes.
I keep seeing people be worried that this is going to be comedic.
Yes.
Because it's, there is a bit of a comedic, flavor to this trailer.
Yeah.
At the end there. And it is a comedy-forward cast they got.
Yep.
I'm not worried, because they did capture that unsettling undertone really well.
Well, yeah, when he was talking about how the animals, he's like, yeah, all animals are equal, but the cows got to be with the cows, and it was like, oh, there it is.
Also, if you remember from a prior podcast, I theorized that Seth
Rogen
Rogen
Yes.
was gonna be the farmer. I was wrong.
He's the Papa Pig.
I'm very excited to see him in this role.
I didn't recognize the voice actor of the kid,
No, the little one? No.
but then the other one was Kieran Culkin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Andy Serkis is doing this. Have I seen an Andy Serkis movie?
Has he animated anything?
Yes, he did a Jungle Book, a live-action
Yeah.
Jungle Book.
If that's, it's not, then, Planet of the Apes, I guess they're...
He didn't direct that.
He didn't?
No, that's Matt Reeves who did the Batman.
Didn't he do one of them?
No.
Never mind. Yeah, it's not animated, but with it has so much CG, it might as well be. But I think this is the first fully animated thing.
He does know how to animate. He learned that because of working on Gollum. They kind of made a lot of the motions.
Yeah.
They made the progress for it.
Yes.
We've gotten way better to the point where video games are literally just doing this.
Yeah.
But jeez, I just lost all thought.
I was gonna say, having elements of comedy sprinkled throughout Animal Farm,
Yes.
I think would be a good idea. Just to give it, especially based off of if you've seen the original cartoon from the 50s, I think it
54.
was. Yeah, which is the one I watched back in the day.
Yeah.
It's hard to get through because it's very heavy. It's very emotional.
It looked like The Secret of Nim from the picture I saw, and I was like, oh, this looks fun.
Not as beautifully animated, but it's fair.
I grew up watching Secret of Nim.
Isn't it scary?
It is, but I love it.
You know what's not anywhere close to being the same tone at all? Secret of Nim 2, which was the one I grew up watching. I kept hearing people be like, Secret of Nim is so scary and dark. And I'm like, what do you mean? The little mice family sing and have a little funny misadventure.
Yeah.
And then I saw the first one. I was like, oh, what the heck happened?
I also thought it was weird because FIFO was around, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, why are there so much movies about mice?
It was a big mice thing back in the day.
My favorite is FIFO Goes West.
Yeah, I never watched. Is it FIFO or is it Fifel?
It's FIFO.
I never watched them, which I would have loved to. I love Don Bluth.
Yeah, FIFO.
Okay.
Because first in, first out.
It's
It's a retail acronym, but that has nothing to do with him. I just thought it was funny that they had an acronym for him.
Okay.
You know, like I was like, oh, it's FIFO.
okay.
Okay. Anyways, Ironheart got a second trailer.
Yes, I liked this one much more than the first one.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna watch it, of course. I try to consume as much of the MCU as I can. Mm-hmm. Where's this going?
Yeah.
And you're gonna do this in 6 episodes. Mm-hmm. Okay.
6 episodes. Why'd it take so long?
yeah, it took them way too long. They announced this a long time ago.
I'm interested in her half magic suit. That sounds cool. Like we saw her like drawing the incantation whatevers, you know. Her suit's half magical. Did you not catch that?
No.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool. That's why her like her version of Friday or Jarvis.
Jarvis
Became like alive.
Okay.
I'm excited. That part sounds like the coolest part to me.
That's okay. Yeah, the bad guy, what is he called? The Hood, I think. He also has magical abilities. We saw him doing that. Mm-hmm. But again, where's this going? I don't understand.
Yeah, give me a synopsis of the plot, not a synopsis of the character arc I'm gonna see.
Do you guys remember Agatha?
Man, I liked Agatha so much.
Apparently a lot of people did not like it.
But they didn't even watch it, I bet.
Yeah.
Scared by strong women.
Also, it's about a young girl trying to find her place in life, right? Mm-hmm. And we're following Daredevil?
Yeah, weird timing.
Because Daredevil was, I loved it, but this is weird.
I think this should have come out before Daredevil to be closer to Captain America, Brave New World. Because I feel like it's a bit more, like, tone-wise, a bit more similar to what Captain America offered than what we got with Daredevil.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Also, the suits, you know?
Yeah.
Magic, if Hulk stuff counts as magic.
It's not.
Magic, question mark.
It's science.
Science magic.
Science according to Stan Lee. New Superman trailer. Mm-hmm. This one's a little different. This one you get to see different things. And you were like, why would I watch this? Legitimately, the movie has gone through some motions behind the scenes. Well, last time I said that they had to get rid of their composer, they also got rid of their editor.
Yeah.
There was things in there like, apparently the events of the story take place over a week. Mm-hmm. So there was title cards for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you know?
Yeah.
And they took that out and they test again with the audience, and the audience loved it. Mm-hmm. James Gunn and Warner Brothers feel really good about this.
I'm excited. I'm really excited to see Mr. Terrific.
Yes. I was smiling. You saw me smiling. I was like, I gotta see this movie. Mm-hmm. It's Jurassic World and Superman, and that's it. We're done.
It's gonna be a lot of good movies coming out.
Yeah. So, James Gunn also said Wonder Woman movie is being written right now.
Ooh, I wonder who will get to be Wonder Woman.
I really hope it's not her.
The bar is really, really low.
Or we get Rachel Ziegler. No, knowing Gunn, he's going to want to cast a younger person.
Probably. So we can, like, grow with them.
Yeah. The only oldest casting I think he's gonna do is, besides Guy Gardner, is Batman himself.
Get a tall lady.
Yeah.
Tall, like Brienne the Beauty from Game of Thrones.
Oh, you mean Captain Plasma from Star Wars?
No, I mean Lucifer from Sandman. No,
Yes.
wait, I mean the principal from the first season of Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not around anymore in Wednesday. Now it's Steve Buscemi.
Yes. Yes. It's weird trade-off.
Get her. She's beautiful and tall.
But she's a little old for what I'm talking about.
I don't care.
Wow. Way to smack the table. Hey, did you hurt yourself?
I did a little.
Nice. I'm going to have to figure out what to do with that in audio, but that's what happened. So, Warner Brothers and Discovery has decided to split. And they said it's going to pretty much be official, like done by mid next year.
What a very embarrassing turn of events.
It's insane that it's literally documented in this podcast.
Yeah.
Their entire journey, how we started, they started too. And I was talking about how I'm so excited that these two things that I love are coming together, and they can obviously just build each other up.
It seemed like so big and hopeful, and now it's also, how long have they been together? 3, 4?
We're in the 4th season, so 4 years.
It's so like 4 years to just completely hit the rewind and go back to what you were before.
You know what it is? It's a Hollywood marriage.
That's so accurate. Flash of the pan.
Yeah.
They were never really good for each other to begin with.
You're going to read on their Wikipedia page that they used to be married for a certain amount of time. And now they have a new spouse.
And now you're like, oh, that's where that one thing came out of.
So who gets Zach Bagans? That's my question.
I feel like no one wants him anymore. Surely his show can't be doing good. Who's watching it?
Me.
Other than you.
But there are plenty of Ghost Adventure fans. But yeah, it's kind of funny to just be like, oh, I guess that's the end of that. They didn't work out. They destroyed it. Honestly, it's the CEO. I keep pointing at him, but it's because he's the figurehead, right? A lot of these financial issues come from the CFO.
Yeah.
Who is he? Because he also screwed up bad.
I don't know.
Also, these guys, they get fired.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
They're not keeping them around.
Especially...
No, after last week when I talked about how the shareholders voted about 60% against him, and then now they're like, we're splitting. Like, clearly there's chaos within.
He was the problem the whole time. Just get rid of him. Axe him.
Yeah.
Get someone who isn't an idiot in here. Also, maybe someone under the age of 1 million who has, like, an idea of what modern day media is.
Well, we're about to run into a moment where now Warner Brothers will have a new CEO. I hope Discovery, in my honest opinion, should move over to Universal or Paramount.
Yeah.
I was literally telling you, you know who's doing really good? Universal and Paramount. No one's talking about the fall and failure of them because they're doing so well.
It's so true. Also, they have a lot of, like, documentarian type stuff.
Yeah.
And it would be a good natural fit.
It would work on Peacock.
Thankfully, Discovery has walked away with almost little to no wounds from this messy divorce.
They lost a lot of shows, but that was where they was losing a lot of money.
Yeah.
I lost some ghost shows.
It is, but they live on because they're ghosts.
You can find their rotting corpses here.
Let's bring out our spirit box and see if they have something to say. Just like, comment, and subscribe. Well, they said it. You gotta.
Nice. So yeah, Warner Brothers will have a new CEO. It could be Safran. It could be Gunn. Right?
It could. I wouldn't want it to be either of them because I think they already have so much to do.
Yeah, but Safran is a producer. He's produced a lot of James Wan Gunn.
It's Fusion Ha! James Wan Gun.
That's the name of the podcast. James Wan Gunn. He produced a lot of James Wan movies. And he's obviously producing these DC films. He's a smart guy. He helped create the Conjuring verse.
I would like a lady. Let's get some. Let's
Okay.
do something a bit different.
It doesn't have to be
A young-
a feminist thing.
young-
It could just be a business thing.
I'm just thinking from like a perspective, you know. We've had our white man. Let's maybe do something with someone who has a different way of looking at things.
Well, we'll just get a different color band.
Well, we could do that too.
But he still has to be a little white. I only kid. And Disney, Iger,
Yeah.
his time's running short.
What a loser. It's insane how my opinion on Iger did a whole 180.
I was in business school before I went to film school because I was just a lost child and no one really ever wanted to help me with anything.
Hooray.
Yeah, I know. And when I look back at my past, I'm like, that's why I have anxiety. Because my parents never loved me.
I can pinpoint all my problems back to my father.
That's so weird. Anyways, I used to write, I wrote about Ray Kroc from McDonald's. He's the guy who took it from the McDonald brothers and made it the empire it is today.
Evil incarnate.
The founder.
Yes.
Yeah, the founder is based on him.
One of his best performances. Everyone does really good at that.
I wrote about Sam Walton, who created Walmart and Sam's Club.
Yeah.
Another great CEO.
He also did Sam's Club. I should have known.
Come on, it's
Silly
in the
me.
name.
I just assumed there was more than one person named Sam.
Yep. And then Bob Iger with his time with Disney, because he did some really cool things. He brought back Star Wars, even though it didn't come out right.
His first stretch was really good.
Yeah, he bought Marvel, and he gave them money. He was like, make the movies better.
We got some of their best movies during that time.
Yeah.
And now the second time, it's just all garbage.
Yeah.
And I'm like, was it a fluke the first time? Or
Yeah.
what? What happened?
They seem to be focused on other things. So, we'll find out and see how that goes. Silent Hill F
Yes.
got a release date for this September. So, what that means for me is there's a promise guarantee that there's a PowerOn of Silent Hill F later this year.
Yeah.
But of course, at the end of September, we're moving. We'll tell you more when we get there. It looks like Resident Evil.
It does.
And
Shockingly so.
I love the environment. I love that her hell world, her other world, is floral, which what does flowers usually mean? Look at Georgia O'Keeffe.
Who is George O'Keeffe?
Georgia O'Keeffe.
I don't know who this is. What do you say? Who is this
The
person?
woman who drew all the flowers because she was a lesbian.
Oh.
Oh my god.
No, I don't know her name.
Okay, well, it's a young girl in Japan, and her hell world has a lot of flowers, so I'm like, this is gonna be effed up.
Yes.
It's gonna be bad.
That's what the F stands for.
It stands for Frieza.
But it does look
It's Silent Hill Frieza. Well done, team leader.
I'm so excited. It looks gorgeous.
Yes.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, this is technically... So we got the remake last year. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But this is the first brand new entry in Silent Hill since 2012's Downpour.
All hope was
Lost.
washed away after Silent Hills,
Yep.
aka PT, died.
Yep. And I mean, I was very sad. I wanted somebody like Capcom to come by and just buy the IP and just be like, screw you, Konami. They finally woke up. They turned on something called a brain, and they started moving forward. I think it might have been the Kojima stuff.
Maybe.
Yeah.
When he did Death Stranding and they all sat there and went, damn it.
The other night, I saw a trailer for Death Stranding 2. I haven't played the first one, but I was just like, oh, this is a Kojima game. But, like, what the hell did I just witness?
It
was like
lot.
a ship was flying, and then this, like, giant came up, and then it, like, put the ship on its head.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't even know.
And then there was a dude at the end who just straight up looked like Snake.
I mean,
I'm not kidding.
That would be so funny if he just, like, pseudo-steals. If he calls him Pliskin, also.
It's slightly different spelling. So, yeah. I'm excited for Silent Hill F. And yeah, what happens the next day? Capcom goes, well, you guys want to come back? We're coming back too. And they announced Resident Evil 9 Requiem.
Finally! After years of you being like,
Speculating.
we're gonna get news, and there's been nothing. It's here.
We got news one time last year, so I was semi-right.
It looks like a Silent Hill game.
Yes, this looks like the Silent Hill game. Oh my god, it's beautiful.
It's really pretty.
Oh my god. The water effects, the hair.
There was a point when I was watching, and the like boss man was walking through the office.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot it was a video game. I thought it was live action. I was like, I wonder who this actor is. This is really good cinematography. Oh wait, this is CG. this is a video game.
Mm-hmm. So that comes out early next year, February.
Mm-hmm.
What I know is that Capcom's a little upset that they didn't get Game of the Year for Resident Evil 4 Remake and Village.
Yeah.
And it looks like they are going to really go after it.
Do it. I believe in you.
The only competition you will have, unless your release date falls under the criteria of when they announce, no, it'll be too late. You have to deal with GTA 6.
Yeah, that'll be the thing. I don't expect Pokemon to win.
No.
Unless Nintendo announces some crazy thing, I think it might finally be the year for Resi. I believe.
You think so?
Fingers crossed.
We've already got it twice.
I know.
Now, it will be released with first person and third person.
Okay. Cool.
There's a lot of speculation that, what's her name?
Ashcroft?
Yeah, Ashcroft. It has to do with Outbreak, which was a spin-off series of Resident Evil. It was on the PlayStation 2. You had to hook up if you wanted to. You could hook up a landline and play dial-up. I mean, play with your friends. And the game sucks. I'm sorry.
I mean, it was...
Not every Resident Evil is made equally,
A lot of spin-offs tend to be bad.
Yeah. And it's weird to bring it back, but also we're coming back to Raccoon City, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Some fans believe that they have spotted Leon's truck.
Yeah, I keep seeing people being like, Leon's definitely going to be in this one. I would be fine.
There's a rumor that he is, and that he's actually the main character, but this will be his last outing.
I would be fine if he... Kind of like how Chris was in Village.
Yeah.
You know, you play as him during one mission, and he's like an important character for the story. But I'm fine with like having this new character to hang out with.
Yeah.
She seems neat, and much as I love Leon, I don't want to see him be old and withered and miserable.
Yeah, I understand. It's interesting we're not going with the Winters.
Yeah, I mean, I guess their story ended.
Yep.
They might show up somewhere.
Rose is still alive.
Yeah.
But, oh yeah, that show up somewhere, get over it. We don't even know where Billy is, okay?
Yeah. What happened to, what's her name? Shirley? Who was the little girl in Resi 2 that Claire was helping, and then she showed back up again in Resi 6? What's her name? You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, but you just started saying names and now you confused me.
I said her.
Yeah, and I was like, Sheva?
Sherry?
It's Sherry, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting to see Sherry, but where's Jake? Where's Billy?
You know,
where's Jake?
Where's Sheva? We brought her...
Yeah, where's Sheva? So, okay. Resident Evil 9 looks amazing. I cannot wait for it. But first we have to go through Silent Hill, and I'm not really going to cry, but I did cry that day because I was like, my favorite franchises literally came back.
It's a good time.
One day after each other, and it's just like, oh my god. I guess I was gonna buy a Switch too, but for Pokemon in October, right? But now I'm like, I'm gonna be $70 short.
Yeah, you're gonna be busy playing this actually cool thing.
Yeah, for Silent Hill F, yes. So we were talking about Andy Serkis, right?
Yeah.
Andy Serkis has been talking about the hunt for Gollum. I think people are just asking him.
Yeah, they're probably curious.
Right. He said it's going to be a little different. It'll be surprising, but he also said it will feel like it's part of Peter Jackson's Middle Earth.
I mean, I feel like that's always the angle you want to achieve, because the Peter Jackson films do such an iconic job of making the world feel a certain way. And honestly, the biggest departure from that feeling was his version of The Hobbit.
If you think about The Hobbit and why all that CG and why it's so bright, it's not shot on film, it's digital, but it's also supposed to be because Frodo's reading the story.
Yeah.
So he's reading, it's a fantasy for him, but it's Bilbo doing his adventure.
I think it works perfectly fine in the first movie. I don't remember it too much in the second one, but a lot of the second one takes place in a dumb old lake town.
Yeah.
It's awful in the third one. When we're doing the battle, and there's like a million people with like shiny armor,
Oh, it
and
looks
everything
horrible.
is so blown out and bright.
Yep.
It's like, what's that movie where like the gods show up at the end to fight? And they're really bright and shiny, and it's really cool. Like, the movie's, like, boring, but then the last 10 minutes is amazing. Like, the shininess of the gods in that one is
Hold on.
how that whole battle feels.
The movie you're talking about is called Immortals.
Yeah.
And Immortals, I went to the theater because I was like, cool, Greco-Roman mythology kind of stuff. Let's do this.
Yeah.
At the end of the movie, it's humans mostly. You'll see gods, right?
Yeah.
But then, at the end of the movie, the gods just start fighting like demons.
Yeah.
And they're just like, it's like, how do I describe this? It was like watching Spartacus, and then it just became Dragon Ball Z.
It's so like, and suddenly it's a superhero movie.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Like,
but 90% of the film to get there,
yeah.
boring as sin.
Yeah, it was horrible. It's a really dumb plot, too.
It is.
I should do a film review, but I don't know how many people like Immortals. We have brought up Immortals twice now on this podcast.
Oh, have we?
Yeah. It's such an old movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm excited for Search for Gollum. The only thing is, you're going to make me wait till Christmas of 2027. And I will have already experienced Silent Hill F and Resident Evil 9.
2027?
Yeah, they pushed it back a year.
Oh my, that's not even anywhere close. If it's beyond 2026, I don't care. And you're telling me it's at the end of the next one?
Yeah, so Search for Gollum and then the next two Avengers. They're pushed out into like 2027, 2028,
Ugh.
right? And the only movie that I think has been announced that we don't know is The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, they said that they were going back and changing things up.
No.
Shigeru said something. Miyamoto?
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm not sure what it is. Like, is it like rewrites or something? Change of plans somewhere?
Maybe.
But I don't know. I'm not excited. I won't be excited until I see a trailer. And I feel that way for Gollum, too. I want to see it first, and then I'll make my decisions.
Okay. Well, okay, fine. The Last of Us Season 3 will feature Abby as the main character.
Wow.
The sexist Neil Drunkman has announced.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, I don't know if you remember, we kind of all played your game.
It's such a... What a shame. What a disasteroid. It should have been bouncing back and forth between the two.
So there's a lot of people who really, really do not like this show, right? And I'm like, I get it. It's amazing that we did a really good first season and just threw it away the second time.
Just tanked.
Just go. I remember it was such a phenomenon. Everybody was watching The Last of Us. And now nobody cares. Yeah.
Wolf.
Bella Ramsey needs acting lessons, that's for sure.
That or a better director. Something. Anything. Something clearly... Whoever sat there and looked at their dailies and went, yeah, this is fine. Fire that person.
Yeah, but it took us 2 years to get season 2. It's gonna take us forever, you know.
Yeah.
December 2027.
Maybe in all that time, the lady playing Abby
Will
might
be
actually get,
jacked.
like, I don't know, a modicum of muscle on her.
So I looked her up. She's 5'3".
Yeah, I could tell she was tiny.
She's a very, very tiny person. Okay.
Weird.
She can act. I know that. She's got some credits behind her, but just weird casting because Abby's known for being so big.
It's like literally casting Tom Cruise to play Reacher. It's like the size of the character was an important aspect of it. Does Tom do a good job in that movie? Sure. Tom Cruise's Reacher?
Okay, why are you attacking my boy Tom?
I like Tom.
And then you're gonna throw Reacher under the bus for no reason?
I didn't say anything bad about Reacher.
His movie, he did too. The second one, screw it, it's trash. But his movie, that first one, Reacher, oh my, that's what made me love Reacher. I was like, this is cool.
But then when you see Alan and his Reacher,
Yeah,
you're
he's
like,
more.
oh, that's what it's supposed to be.
Yes, yes. Well, I mean, Tom kind of got everyone excited, and we got more exposure to it.
True.
And that's what kind of led us to a TV show. Incredibles 3 will not be directed by Brad Bird.
Okay.
It will be directed by the Elemental director.
I think this is fine.
It makes sense to me because Brad Bird seems to be...
Bored?
No. He takes his time, and sometimes he's a spaz. He took way too much time for 2.
Also, 2 was not amazing.
It's not. It's unincredible.
It's yes. Also, wow, what a surprise! Another twist villain. Oh my god, wow. We haven't done this a billion times. I liked the directing for Elemental a lot, so I think this is a cool change.
I was thinking about Elemental the other day, and I was like, it really was good. I did enjoy it, and then I was like, I want to rewatch it. Mm-hmm. So that's a positive in me.
Yeah.
That I actually really enjoyed that. That was probably... I can't think of a Pixar movie that I've enjoyed since. Oh, Lightyear.
Oh, you're the one person.
Okay, you want to hear about just Hollywood insanity?
Yeah.
They're making John Wick 5. We know this, right?
Yeah. Didn't Ballerina come out?
Yeah, Ballerina came out. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
He is in there. We see him in the trailers, right? Mm-hmm. Because it takes place after 2 or 3. I saw the timeline. Anyways, the problem with John Wick 5 is they're trying to understand how to bring Keanu Reeves' John Wick back into the movie.
Guys,
because they killed him at the end of 4.
Guys, you killed him. God, you did that. You chose this as writers. You did that.
Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm like, so you made your own hole and then you stepped in it?
Oh my god, they did Saw. John Kramer's dead. How do we keep bringing him back? I guess let's get a million midquels.
Yeah, how 10 takes place after 1, and Jigsaw is supposed to take place before all of them.
Mm-hmm. Insane.
Yes, and then Spiral's not even really connected. It's like Spiral's like in the future.
I don't know anyone who's like into the idea of the franchise of John Wick anyway.
Everybody loves John Wick, okay?
Yeah, but did these last few films even do very good?
Yes, they were very popular.
All right.
They're kung fu action movies, you know? It makes sense. There's an audience for that.
I guess.
I miss the old Jackie Chan kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Those, like, the Drunken Monkey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that is such a good movie.
It's crazy.
It is, and he's actually doing that stuff. He did his own stunts. I'm glad you brought up Saw, because it didn't make my list. Or was that last week?
What?
No. I said that they were in the middle of a transaction between Lionsgate. Yeah. Lionsgate will still maintain some rights.
Yeah.
It's because they want the money. But Saw is basically liberated, and it's put back into James Wan's hands, along with Lee Wanell.
Hooray!
Here's my thing. Saw 11 has to be Lee Wanell.
Yes.
I want to see how he does it. Because we've seen James. Let's see Lee.
I'm going to be so honest. Lee is the far superior director. I'm sorry, James. You're cool, but Lee has you beat by a mile.
I don't consider Saw James' best movie. Okay?
What do you?
I think it's Conjuring 2.
Yes. You are correct.
And he just nails it in a different kind of way, and I love that story, just the way it plays out. Even though the Warrens are terrible, whatever. Let's not think about that.
It's stuff. Just the directing of the movie. Yeah.
How it all happens. But then you get to Invisible.
I know. Invisible Man. It's so...
Just saying, there isn't a Conjuring 2 review on this channel. There will be. We'll get there.
Lee's just got like a great sense of space and tension and pacing.
Oh my god. Dude. Mm-hmm. It's a good movie.
And you see that with like all of his like... Did he do Insidious?
He did Insidious...
Or did he just write it?
3.
Okay.
It was so bad my dad laughed it off the TV.
I never watched the third one. I just saw the first Insidious. That one was crazy.
Yeah, that's Gunn. Oh, jeez, no.
Fusion!
Oh, man. So I'm excited for Saw. We'll see what happens, though. Mm-hmm. Mortal Kombat 2, which was supposed to come out a while ago.
Yeah.
They announced it, and then they dropped it, and... Anyways, they're doing test screenings.
Oh, cool.
And apparently, it's going too good.
Oh, good.
Apparently, it's the writer talking about it, and he's just like, yeah, we put in, like, everything.
Nice.
There's fatalities.
I was worried because the first one came out quite a while ago.
Yes.
It was like 2019 or something.
That first one, oh my god, that's a good movie too.
I liked it a lot. A lot of people didn't like had.
Certain characters died, and I was not okay with.
I was fine with. I know.
Yeah.
He was so cool.
He's one of my favorites too.
I liked the new character they introduced.
Alex.
I liked his ability. I thought
Yep.
it was neat. You know.
Is he in the games?
Maybe
Just as like he should be, right?
I would hope so because I think he's neat. I liked his ability.
Like, wouldn't you run that by Ed Boon before you have to do anything?
I guess probably.
Ed makes Mortal Kombat and Injustice.
I thought I thought it was cool and fun and funny when she's like, I've been following these guys for decades. He's like, did they tell you spelled combat wrong? While watching, I was so like wrapped up in it, I 100% forgot that Scorpion goes, get over here.
Yeah.
So when he did it at the end, my brain exploded. I was like, oh my god, he does that.
Nice. Okay, it's question time. We had 2 questions last week. Mm-hmm. Were they good questions? I don't know, but we'll find out. Okay, how do we feel about Tony Chopper's live-action look? 63% said it's fine, he looks good.
Yeah.
Where'd you vote here?
I voted he looks fine.
Okay, I said too much CG.
I understand. I'm nervous, but I'm hopeful. I think he's fine. It's more going to be how the others interact with him.
That's okay, here's my problem. I realized that a week after I've posted all this and complained. I was like, when we see Tony, he's by himself in a room.
Yes.
But we saw a teaser for Tadum where Luffy has like a sleepover in Nami's bedroom and everybody comes in. Except for Chopper.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing Chopper is supposed to be in there.
Maybe.
Or they just filmed a cute scene for no reason.
The thing is, like, sometimes really good actors don't do well when they have to act against an imaginary creature. Like...
Oh my god, here we go. Mark Wahlberg and Ted.
I was gonna say Garfield. Did you ever watch that one?
No.
It was so bad. But, like, you could tell the guy playing John, who's Garfield's owner, if you didn't know.
Yes.
He clearly just never really knew what to do or what to look at when he was engaging with Garfield.
Who plays John?
I think his career began and ended there.
You think he hates Mondays? Okay, the Switch 2, does it remind you of the Wii U? Like pointless accessories and a lack of new games.
This one, crazy. A
50-50.
50-50 split.
It's okay, there are many similarities, but the biggest difference is the Switch 2 is completely sold out. It's one of the fastest selling consoles of history.
Yes.
It's now ranked up there at like 3, I think.
Yeah.
No, like it already jumped up to 3.
That's what I expected.
The 3DS and then PlayStation 2 and now the Switch 2. And I was like, but there's one game.
Yeah, the problem with the Wii U was the title made people think it was just an add-on.
It should have been.
So that's why it didn't sell very well.
Yep.
So the Switch 2 clearly isn't an add-on, and it sold well, but I'm wondering how much people are going to like it in the long run. Like, will people look back on this one and be like, you know what, the Switch 2 was kind of a letdown?
Maybe. I can't believe people just went out there to get a new console just to play with it.
I know.
But old games.
You know what it made me do? It made me be like, oh, I should play my Steam Deck a lot more.
Speaking of Steam Deck, you've now got a competitor.
Yeah, with the worst name.
Xbox has finally decided to unveil their Nintendo Fever. What their FOMO? They wanted Nintendo so bad, and it's just so funny.
It's what is it called?
Okay, it's called GROG, Xbox Ally.
Ally or Ally?
ALLY.
Like alleyway? Or ally, like companion.
Okay. X.
Terrible. Horrible name.
There's 2 different versions. There's the X and then the non-X. Right?
Yeah.
Of course, I can't. I hate them. I fucking hate you so goddamn much. You broke me down. You hurt my feelings. What the fuck is their naming convention?
I know, and I was like, that's a terrible name. And I was like, but that's so up Xbox's alley or ally. Who even knows knows at this point.
It's just so grog. We're gonna call it grog, right? We're all gonna call it grog, which makes sense. But the rest of it, you're like, okay, it is an Xbox. It's technically the successor.
It looks a lot like a Steam Deck.
Yes, that's what they wanted it to be. It is a PC,
Yeah.
right? It has all the same things as a Steam Deck. It's just as powerful.
I don't have an Xbox. I haven't owned an Xbox since the original Xbox because my grandfather got me one for Christmas, and I was like, "What is this?" Because I hadn't even heard what it was.
Well, can you go through the naming convention of all the Xboxes?
So there's the Xbox.
Yes.
Xbox 360.
Yes.
Which just means you return back to where you came from, by the way.
Yes, and it's not a box.
No.
Boxes require 90-degree angles.
That
Circles are impossible to draw.
Yes. Xbox One. No, it's not the first one.
Yep.
It's the third.
Yeah.
Xbox One.
And then
What was it? Xbox
Series S and X.
Oh, the SX thing.
Yep.
My God, it's like
And now they got the X, the GROG Xbox Ally X, and GROG Xbox Ally.
It makes like my stutter feel afraid inside of me.
I noticed. You're like, I don't even know what they're called.
I can't.
Yeah, so
You know what's really catchy? Game Boy. Why not call it like an Xbox Game Guy?
here's the thing, Nintendo, right? The Switch 2 is just an upgraded Switch, right? Obviously more power, but
You have the Nintendo.
It makes sense.
The Super Nintendo.
yes, the Nintendo 64 because they're using 64 bits.
Even
The Wii because you like to play Wii.
PlayStation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
No questions.
Yeah, and then you have Sony just going in a straight line. And when you say PlayStation 1, everyone knows what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I would be intrigued to get it, but usually Xbox doesn't have any games I want.
Well, you're gonna get all of like the Xbox Game Pass and stuff.
Yeah,
But you already have a Steam Deck, so it doesn't matter.
exactly.
Yeah, you beat them there. For me, I will never support this company. I hate you guys burning hell.
Give me Banjo back. Give me Banjo-Kazooie and Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Just don't.
You a-holes.
Just stop making stuff.
Yes. Sell your IPs.
Sell your souls. Oh, wait, you already did. And you're sellouts. God. Sorry about the micro tangent. It's box office trolls.
Box office trolls.
Yeah. Number one, surprisingly, is Lilo and Stitch.
Well, yeah. I imagine it's going to be up there for a while, just because there's not much competition, you know? Especially not a family-oriented competition.
What do you mean? From the world of John Wick, Ballerina is number 2.
Oh, good for
That was
them.
pretty much the only competition in the English box office, at least.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible 3 at the number 3. Sorry.
Nice.
Karate Kid Legends number 4.
Cool.
I've heard nothing good about this movie.
I haven't heard anything about this movie.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone even know. I didn't even know this was coming out. I never saw a trailer.
Yeah.
I also never saw a trailer for Ballerina.
It was when you stared at the poster and you're like, who's that guy?
Who's that white guy?
You notice Jackie Chan, but the other guy, you're like, who is he? He's the original Karate Kid?
I didn't watch it. It looks stupid.
Wax on, wax off. Number 5, Final Destination Bloodlines.
That's surely gonna hit streaming soon.
Dude, I gotta watch this. Because
I-
everybody who's seen it
Yeah. It says
has
it.
just laughed at the ending because it's so bad.
I would classify all the Final Destinations as dark comedies because they are so goofy.
Well, if you had told me it was a dark comedy, I would have probably engaged with this franchise sooner.
I don't think it's means to be a comedy.
Yeah, well, when horror goes bad, it becomes comedy.
Yes. That's the fun part about horror.
Yep. The Phoenician Scheme is number 6. That is the new Wes Anderson movie.
Yeah, it plummeted real quick. I've heard, like, it's fine, but not his best work.
Yeah.
But I have heard that it's funny.
Okay, I will still watch it. But
Of course.
The French Dispatch was a letdown.
Yeah, that is my least favorite.
But then the other one, the space one, where the
Oh.
alien shows up.
So good.
What is it called?
I don't remember.
God, that was a good one.
Like Meteor City or something like that?
Yeah, Meteor City. Like burying their mom in the front yard of a motel.
Yeah, and then their grandpa shows up, and it's what's his name? That older fellow.
Tom Hanks?
No, the other one.
Bill Murray.
Yes, Bill
Wow,
Murray shows
I got
up,
it.
and he's like, what are you guys doing? And he's talking to his like granddaughters, and they're like, we're burying mom. And he just, it's such perfect acting. He just has this look on his face like, oh my god.
And number 7, Bring Her Back. It's an A24 movie.
Yeah.
Number 8, Dan.
Dan, Evil Eye.
Yep.
But I have no idea what that is.
Dan. It's an anime.
No, that's Don. Don? Is this the same thing?
Let's find out. Mojo and... Yeah.
Oh, it is. It is the anime.
Wow, I knew more about a show I haven't watched than you.
I thought it was spelled different. Might be.
Okay. Number 9, Sinners, but that is now available on Amazon. You can watch it whenever you want.
Hell yeah.
I want to see it.
I really want to see it.
Have you seen the vampires?
No, I've tried to avoid like seeing too much. Every time, like, because I keep like going on TikTok or Twitter and seeing like people talking about it, and so I keep like scrolling furiously because I'm like, no, I want to see on my own.
Yeah, there's gonna be a bloodbath. And then number 10, Thunderbolts.
Wow, 6 weeks in and it's still in the top 10. Good for you guys.
Right?
I've heard it's good.
Thunderbolts, yeah. People liked it. They said it was better than Captain America: Brave New World,
And I thought
which is kind of cheap because Brave New World kind of got pooped on by Disney.
I thought Brave New World was perfectly fine. It had neat moments.
Mm-hmm.
I liked, what's his name? Torres?
Okay, yeah, Torres.
Yeah, the Thinker.
I knew it wasn't going to be Thinker, so I had to throw it out there.
What do they call him? Nurse? Mom from Holes?
Yes. Yep. Anyways, How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm really proud of myself for this one. Mm-hmm. And the only thing that's missing from it is talking about Toothless himself.
I feel like people have tackled Toothless
A
to
lot.
death.
Yeah, he's clearly a cat.
Yeah.
And rewatching that fight with you, we were going through the footage really quickly, and he literally flips on his back and then starts throwing his paws out while he's snarling.
If you have a cat, you know that move, and it hurts.
Yes, it's a very intense move, and it's them trying to get away.
Do you have any thoughts about the movie you wanted to say?
I love it.
I do too. I saw posters for the live action one.
Yes.
I like the new, like, reimagined
Astrid.
realistic take on the dragons.
Yes.
Specifically the one with like a large horn on its head that fish legs rides around on.
Dragons.
I will impale you. No, I thought they all looked really cool and like clearly like the dragon that from the animated one, but with
realistic
and changes.
scaling. Yeah.
Except for
Toothless.
Toothless looks exactly the same, and I'm a little disappointed by it.
I keep staring. I don't even care about Toothless because I'm like, yeah, I get it. You're just gonna have to CGI that thing, right?
Yeah.
But I'm staring at Hiccup, and I'm just like, but you're not a Hiccup. You look like, but you're not. I know you're not.
One thing I'm kind of hopeful for is
we look at Hiccup differently.
is I as much as I love Hiccup, his voice can be a little obnoxious sometimes.
I threw a little jab at Jay in there in that review. He has such a whiny little bitch voice.
It's specifically like when he's riding around with Astrid and Toothless is like being a jerk to scare Astrid.
Yeah.
And he just keeps quipping, and I'm like, can you stop talking for 3 seconds?
Yes.
The most beautiful scenes are the scenes where there's no dialogue. And that's not just to, like, insult Jay. I think Jay does do perfectly fine. He does a good at range of emotion for the movies. Mm-hmm. But the best scenes are the ones where there's no dialogue, because it's just him and Toothless.
Yeah.
And they're beautiful. And the animation does a really good job, like, showing the emotion.
Yeah.
Without the use of dialogue. So I have extremely high expectations for this kid's acting as Hiccup. Because I'm like, if you can't give me more emotion than animated Hiccup, what's the point?
Yeah, exactly. Dude, Hiccup's fight. Him and Toothless taking on Red Death.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Red Death is just too big.
Scary.
It is, but once it starts ascending and they're battling in the clouds and like you only see silhouettes of them because Toothless is hitting it.
But then when it does, it's like a giant fire blast and just
Yeah,
burns the sky.
The whole sky's on fire.
Crazy. That's a great movie.
It's crazy that the Hiccup does a nosedive straight to the surface with Red Death following, and then they wait just for it to build up the gas in its mouth to turn around and shoot.
Yeah, because he's like, you're not fireproof on the inside.
Yeah.
So smart.
Yes,
so good.
He's very, very intelligent. He's just whiny.
I'm hopeful. Yes.
Yes. It's also cool that Stoic is still Gerard Butler. But
also,
again, makes sense. It made sense to cast him as that character.
Yes. I'm also excited to see Fire Fist as Fish Legs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Huh?
I like him. He's a good actor.
Isn't he kind of old? So
So
Hiccup's supposed to be 14.
he's one of those, like...
15, my bad.
He's one of those actors that kind of, like, has, like, perpetual baby face. A bit like Tom Holland, where it's like, oh, I know you're supposed to be playing Nathan Drake, who is a grown adult who can work in a bar, but you look like you should be carded and pushed out because you look like a baby teenager.
Are they ever going to make a sequel to that?
God, I hope not.
Me either. So we loved How to Train Your Dragon. And we are excited for the live-action remake. If you watch the review at the end, I go, hey, if this is successful, because Disney just did Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
DreamWorks will be looking to do more, right?
Yeah.
And this can really pop off a new era of live-action remakes.
And since they're clearly committing to it, but if DreamWorks comes in as competition and does well,
Disney will get upset.
Disney will have to actually, like, put the effort in.
Yeah. They'll have to step it up, and then we'll get that Tangled.
The Tangled one sounded so promising.
They just got to figure out something, right?
Just keep Catherine Hahn. Is that her name?
Yeah.
Keep her. Perfect.
Okay. Predator. Killer of killers.
Oh my god.
Where do I go with this?
It was amazing.
It's amazeballs.
It was so good.
Jaw-dropping, cum-guzzling good.
I expected it to be cool. I didn't expect to be, like, this blown away by it. It was so smart and gorgeous.
Yes.
And each story was so well done.
Yep. And they lied to us. They were like, yeah, there's 3 separate parts. There's 4. And the cool thing about the 4th one, okay, so we're going to spoil it because we have to talk about it. The first one's The Shield, which is the Vikings, which takes place in 600, 800 AD.
Yeah. Very amazing. There's this really incredible, like, one-take long shot when they're, like, charging into the base.
Yeah, into the camp.
It's amazing. It's so, and I love because they do shield choreography, like combat shield choreography, which people don't play with very often.
No, but she is decapitating people with shields.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets bloody and gruesome.
Oh, it's Predator.
Yes.
But it will, yeah. I mean, she chopped a dude in half while he hung from a tree. Like, and then Predator shows up and just kills people. I loved it. I'm bummed that her kid died, but you kind of knew something was going to happen.
Yeah. And, like, he clearly wasn't ready to handle a predator.
Yep. And when she, like, at the end, and defeated the Predator, she woke up, and she was on a ship with a thing around her neck.
Yeah.
And she turned and looked and saw a man praying.
Yeah. Sitting, meditating?
Meditating, praying.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Kind of.
And then you get the sword.
Yeah.
Which is it wasn't just samurai, there's a ninja.
It was all silent. There was no dialogue.
There is dialogue at the very end.
At the very, very end. And it was really well done.
It was about 2 friends who grow apart because of the samurai training.
Pretty sure they were brothers.
I don't think they are.
He said brother.
Yeah, it's because they were raised together, but I don't think they're brothers.
I thought they were twins.
This is... Oh my god.
They look...
Just because all Japanese people look the same.
That is not true. I'm pretty sure they were brothers, maybe even twins.
Maybe even lovers. Screw it. And so the one who left decides to come back and get revenge.
I was also like, when she woke up and then we saw like the man like meditating behind her.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, oh, I was surprised that she was the one who won, because I was also thinking it might be her son.
Yeah.
But now I know who's going to win for this next one, because he's sitting over there. I can see him. And then it starts up, and it's these two, like, brothers, and I'm like, oh no, I don't know which one it's gonna be.
God, so the Predator comes in while he's trying to do his ninja stuff. He's taking down other samurai guards.
Yeah.
He's fighting his brother, who slowly repieced all of his suit.
Oh, it was so cool. I was like, you need to stop kicking those things at him, dude.
Yeah. He's just like putting them on so he can get into his actual gear. Mm-hmm. And then at the end, they leave the castle to try and get away from the Predator, and it meets them in this forest. And they do that cool running slash thing.
It's so good.
Simultaneously and just kill it.
It was amazing. It was beautiful. It was gorgeous.
Sadly, the samurai, the proper samurai, died from his wounds.
Yes. I also love how all the different fighting styles, they do a really good job showcasing the differences in their combat styles.
Yes.
Like the sneaking espionage, speed-based, evasion-based ninja versus the Viking lady who had a very like, come at me, I will charge at you.
Yeah, she's a berserker. Mm-hmm. And then the third story, The Bullet.
Yeah, with Torres.
Yep. It stars a Latino American, which is quite a unique choice today.
He was fun. I liked him a lot.
He's awesome. He's awesome. I was just making commentary about what's happening right now.
I liked it when he called him Bendejo.
Yes.
That was fun.
Dude, yeah, flying that ship around trying... It's a dogfight. He got into a dogfight with a predator.
Yeah, in World War One.
Yes. Was it one? I thought it was two.
Those planes looked pretty old. It's hard to tell. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, but
I was busy looking at other things.
Literally, his entire fleet gets destroyed, and it's just up to him. Mm-hmm. And he just manages to figure it out. He's very resourceful. He's ballsy. He's going outside of the plane to fix it.
Climbing on the wing mid-flight
with he's trying to get it to work.
It was every single death was shocking and crazy.
It was brutal.
It was unique and it wasn't just someone gets shot or whatever, someone gets sliced in half. No, every single death had such an impact and such creative thought behind it.
Yes.
Amazing.
And then the fourth part, all three of these guys come together and they gotta fight the big guy.
Yeah.
Who's got, 6 xenomorph tails on him?
I know. I was like, those are some really long dreads. And you're like, no.
Yeah, those are xenomorph tails. And that shows you how powerful he is, since our human characters usually struggle to kill xenomorphs. It wasn't until this newest one.
Yeah. Which they didn't even...
Requiem? No.
No. Yes? No.
No, I did a review and I forgot. Romulus. And Romulus, she's straight up just shooting them down.
Yeah.
But that was kind of the point. They wanted to make it more action-based.
That was a really good movie.
And it's kind of more in the vein of Aliens. Mm-hmm. Well, every other Alien movie, they don't really successfully always kill these things.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the first one. The only way they got rid of it was by shooting it out to space.
Yes.
It's the same ending for the fourth one, too.
It's this, heart-wrenching moment when you're watching, both with Romulus and the original Alien.
Yes.
Where you're watching and you think she wins. It does the whole thing and, oh, surely that's the end. But then the movie doesn't end. We keep watching and I'm like, why am I still here? No, wait, this means the story's not over.
I can't remember his name. That mutated human that became a xenomorph.
I don't know if they ever gave it.
He does have a name. I say his name in the review.
Scary man.
Yes, very scary. Actual human being.
Like literally as we were watching it, I out loud went, oh my god.
If you've never seen Predator, probably not watch Killer of Killers yet, because it's so awesome and everything else is gonna just suck.
Yeah.
But if you haven't seen it yet and you loved Prey, I highly recommend it.
Yes.
Because it's very much just imagine Prey, but in smaller doses to build up to a bigger story.
Mm-hmm. Smart. Really smart.
It makes it a tribal tribal thing, and there's tribalism with it.
Yeah. Like
With-
the culture in like vacuums of it. Mm-hmm. It's so, oh my god, I was blown away. It was magnificent. It was phenomenal.
Yes. Now we get to look forward to Alien Earth next month.
Year, week, month, day.
Yeah, you saw me going through that. Okay, how many 28s is it? We finished Dragon Ball Super. We have seen Dragon Ball Super Heroes.
We have. It was so good.
I told my coworker, I was like, hey, you failed, because he told me about Cellmax. I already knew about Cellmax.
Uh-huh.
But I was like, dude, you kind of failed to tell me he's a kaiju.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I also 100%, just like Piccolo, I forgot he could get big. I watched the tournament and I forgot that was a thing he could do.
Yeah, and that got crazy really quick.
And then Gohan did the special beam cannon.
Yep.
Oh my god. I also really appreciated that Gotenks fused, but as like fat Gotenks, and they stayed that way.
Yeah.
That was neat.
Well, it takes the 30 minutes to run out.
Yeah.
I've already talked about Super, but again, now that I've done the whole journey, the only thing I'm more interested in is what's going on with Beerus's planet.
Yeah.
Because that was just a complete BS in my mind. I know there are Piccolo fans. I like Piccolo. There are Gohan fans. I like Gohan, right? And it's a cute little father and son story.
It is.
But when I'm watching Kakarot practicing against Broly, and the God of Destruction is watching,
Yeah.
and Vegeta's on the side on a rock gloating because he's trying to figure out how Kakarot got to Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, so he's like doing like a new meditation type deal.
And it's just like, I want that story. I'm here for that. I love the Super Saiyans. I don't care about anybody else, I'm gonna be honest.
I also really liked it because I like Broly's little friends, Lemo and Chilai.
Yep.
And I want them to get casual clothes. Wouldn't they be so cute in like normal human clothes?
It was the strangest thing when Beerus took a liking to her.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he has a sex drive?
Yeah, I was like, I didn't think he really cared about anything. I thought the only thing he cared about was food.
Yeah. So we don't even know much about Beerus, but we could. I know the manga goes further, and we do get to see
Yes.
Gohan and Beast Mode fight the three other guys.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, do that a movie. That's the next movie, right?
We started watching Dragon Ball GT.
Yes. I'm not going to talk about GT other than this, because it's so old. Nobody's watching it.
I know. I think it's charming.
It is very charming. Do you like Trunks?
I love Trunks.
Do you like Pan?
I love Pan.
Yeah, okay. So you see why I was like, I love GT and Super's kind of trash to me. I still love GT. My only problem is it's so old and there's a lot of little boy penis. And
it's in the opening.
Yes, and I just don't feel comfortable.
It's always like, why? Who greenlit this for the opening? Every time you watch an episode, it's little, yeah.
You know how there's always like fan drawings of nudity, right? Rule 34.
Yeah.
Right, but you don't get that with Goku because he just went straight to it.
Yeah,
It's just like when he's a kid, you'll see his penis, and as an adult, you're gonna see his penis.
Yeah, he likes being naked, I guess.
And he has no pubic hair.
It's like the thing for me is the pacing with the fights is totally different. You know, because in Super the fights had a lot of like emphasis and like an ebb and flow.
Yeah.
In GT it's a lot of like go hit, go hit, go hit, Kamehameha, I win.
He's already so strong.
Yeah.
And then you're just gonna see him get stronger. It's a lot different from. I'd say it's more like Diana.
Yeah. I'm excited for it. It'll be cute going through because I know things that happen in GT. You know, but it is the one I know the least of.
Yeah. Okay, so that's been Coffee Break.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to this podcast. I know it's been long. It's not as long as the other ones, but for me it felt long.
It's because it's hot in here.
It's very hot in here. I'm sweating. Yeah. And what do you got going on? Oh, my bad.
You got me just as I got a drink. I've announced the third OC animation challenge. Yay! You have like until January 1st of next year to get your submissions in. So you have plenty of time. I always get comments from people being like, oh, I would love to, but I don't know how to animate. Well, guess what? You have like 6 months, maybe more, to figure it out.
You have about like 7 months, guys.
You have plenty of time to figure it out.
In fact, I would say it's ridiculous that you even said anything now. That's way too long.
I want everyone to have time. You
Okay.
know? I want quality over quantity is the thing. Also, everyone always has complaints of oh, I don't think I have time for it, or oh, I'm doing classes right now. So I'm like, here, I'll fix all problems. You have all the time in the world.
Good thing society will collapse next year. I'm working still on Wukong. I'm very upset. For those watching, thank you. For those not watching, just because you just don't want to partake, I understand. I totally get it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just beat this guy. It just got crazy. What the hell? The moon turned red. It started raining blood.
The design of that thing, the thorn veil,
Dusk veil.
Yeah. I looked away to play on my Switch, and then I looked back, and I was like, huh.
Yeah, dude. How do you think I feel sitting on the field with it?
I know. That's I would have stopped playing a long time ago.
the Venom Diost?
Yeah.
Right? So he had 8 arms first time I fight him. Then he has 4 arms. And then he just rips out 2 of his arms. Yeah. Did you see that? Yeah. And he's just... And I'm fighting him. I kicked his butt pretty easy. And then he opened up this pathway to the Purple Flower Mountain, right? Mm-hmm. There's 3 bosses in there. Mm-hmm. It's a totally different... It's crazy. I love this game. I hate this game. I love this game.
That's the thing with Souls-like. That's what everyone says. Yeah. I love it, but I hate it.
I'm amazed that these streams are going longer and longer. But as I keep playing the game, I just want to keep engaging with it.
You gotta keep committing to it.
Right? Hopefully it will end soon, but I don't know. It's I kind of suck. The big announcement is the next film review. It is Star Wars Episode 7.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
A big one. A big one. And I'm going to go as hard as I can at it because we're going to eventually cover just the sequel trilogy for now. And, oh, dude.
What a disappointment.
You talked about the disappointment of the Hobbit trilogy. The Boo-Boo Farmies. Is what we Boo-Boo Farmies, sorry. Boo-Boo
yep.
is what we call a Battle of the Five Armies.
Yep, Boo-Boo
right?
Farmies.
Boo-Boo Farmies, because it's a big boo-boo. It's just not worth pronouncing. Episode 9 is unforgivable.
Especially when you learn what it could have been, what it was originally planned to be.
Yeah, the dual fates.
The spider thing.
Yep.
Oh, but no, Palpatine.
It's just so atrocious, but... Here in 7, it's just shameless commercialism.
Yeah, 7, I remember it's been ages.
Yeah, I loved it when I saw it because it had been so long since I've seen Star Wars in a theater.
Mm-hmm. I liked 7. I think I remember it being kind of boring in the middle.
Oh, dude, this is like a 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
There goes our whole night.
And I remember being disappointed how much it relied on nostalgia baiting. Specifically with Han Solo. And I also didn't like how much it just felt and then the story got reset back to the beginning. The Empire is back. Here's new Darth Vader. I called him Darth Teen back in the day. Because I thought he looked like a grody teenager who was throwing a baby tantrum fit.
I love Kylo Ren.
It's going to be crazy going back and seeing Adam Driver now that I have a better understanding of who he is as an actor.
He makes movies like Megalopolis. Okay, guys, have a great week. Stay hydrated. I'm not kidding. It's getting stupidly hot already.
It's almost summer.
Yeah, technically. It's summer for us.
So drink water.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Testing in.
Testing?
Yep. So I saw the most disturbing thing today.
What'd you see?
I watched one of my coworkers take a half-pound block of cheese and just eat it like a candy bar.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a dedication.
That's the way to eat cheese.